failed as a van parent.
Our baby. Didn't sound good. That exhaust looked dirty.
I've failed as a van parent.
Our baby. So sad.
Yeah, he got in there to try to start and he was just like slamming the gas. That's why it was blowing out so much. I don't know what he was doing, but I guess. Going to Ford, see what's wrong with it.
It's getting towed about 20 miles, $125. Got to pay the tow guy when they come. Got to pay for the tow. Well, that's a jolt to the system.
Yeah, it is. Like you're saying, it's God's blessing that it happened in our driveway and not in the middle of Timbuktu somewhere, like a lot of van people get stuck out in the middle of nowhere. Drove it into town over the weekend to do a photography job, came home. It's parked and set in our driveway for a day on Monday. Tuesday, we were supposed to get a blizzard coming in, which you can see we didn't get, thankfully. But I went to move it and it wouldn't start. And it just wouldn't start. It kept cranking and cranking and cranking. I finally got it to start and I turned it around and backed it back into the driveway because I thought, well, that'll be easier for them to to tow it out of here. But I guess that was, they wanted to take it from the back. So it's going into our local Ford dealer. They're gonna put a scan on it and see what the heck the problem is. So we'll see. So we got a warning light come up on the dash. It said engine fault, service immediately. And we don't have a code reader, so it didn't plug it into anything to find out what exactly that is. But of course, when you start doing Google searches on that and put the word out there asking for what people think it is, you get everything. Everything from the gas cap is not on properly, which it doesn't have a gas cap, to all your spark plugs are junk, or I mean, it just runs the gamut. So who knows what it could be? Throttle body spacer, that was another one. Just some sensor or computer deal that's malfunctioning. But it was like I said, it drove fine one day, parked it for a day, came back, and then it wouldn't start.
We should also point out that it's not under warranty any longer. We're the third owner on it,
Right.
and there's no warranty. So whatever's wrong, we gotta pay for it out of pocket.
Yeah.
So
2019, it's got 66,000 some miles on it. So I guess that means it's getting where things are starting to act up.
2 hours later.
Hey there, Joel. It's Teresa with Ford. Just calling to let you know we got the Transit in a little early today. Looks like you must have had a rodent or something up there in the engine. Chewed off a couple of wires, completely apart in one place and then gnawed on them in another place. So we're going to have to redo some wiring in there. So just wanted to call and let you know. At this point, it doesn't look like any actual parts, just wiring, but we'll probably remove one other piece just to get a good angle at the wires, and if we see any more, we'll let you know. Thanks, Joe. Bye.
oh, brother,
Rodents,
otherwise known as field mice.
otherwise known as butt. Well, at least it's not some component or computer thing that's causing the issue.
At least it's not a mystery. Like if they went in there and couldn't figure it
yeah.
out, at least they know it's wires, and hopefully they'll get it fixed and it will work.
Well, let's hope so.
Are you happy your baby's home?
I'm happy, but I'm mad. I want to punch Mickey Mouse in the nose. Well, we got the van back. It was somewhat of a minor fix, but not an inexpensive fix. Apparently, mice or some type of rodent got up on top of the motor and was behind the upper intake and chewed about 6 inches of major engine wiring. And they said there was about 6 inches of engine wire missing that they had to splice more wire in, and the codes that came up were the air temperature sensor circuit. That was one that they chewed through, and also they chewed through the manifold absolute pressure barometric pressure circuit high output engine control module. So
Whatever that is.
Yeah, these mice are apparently like the most expensive stuff that they can chew through. So luckily we had it towed, and they were able to get it into the shop real fast, considering they said they were going to be busy today. But $720 later, not including the tow into the shop, we've got the van back. And
How did it drive on the way home?
drove fine, just like normal. And of course, it was driving like normal the day before this happened. So I don't know. It's a mystery, because with those things gone, it wouldn't have been running on.
No, so
weekend.
it must have happened on Monday when it was sitting in the driveway.
Well, they ate a lot of wire in a short amount of time.
They were busy all night.
Son of a guns.
The thing that I learned by talking to the insurance agent is that usually the rodents are excluded from your policy. So she said she could run it through insurance to see if it would be covered, but we have a $500 deductible. We can get reimbursed for the tow, which was about $130, which that doesn't go on the policy. So we'll probably just eat the cost and onward we go, I guess.
Well, even if we get a couple $100 back from insurance, that'll help a little bit. But,
Still, dang nabbit.
and it's not like we're parked out in a field or anything. We're in our driveway, but I guess that doesn't matter.
We do have a field behind our house, so you do end up with field mice coming up, and our neighbors have found mice before, and we have them in our shed down yonder in the back 40. But you wouldn't think that they would be coming up here, but they obviously liked your warm engine the other night.
Apparently they did. They were hunkering down for the blizzard warning that didn't happen.
We do have these little rodent detectors, not detectors, but repellents or whatever, that are plug-ins, obviously, into the outlet, but we don't have the power on in the house for the winter. So that didn't work, obviously.
So, of course, laundry sheets and Irish Spring soap are kind of a joke too. But one thing that we noticed is that peppermint oil or essence is, they don't like the smell of peppermint. So I guess they're going to have to...
You're going to have the best smelling engine in the world.
I'm going to put a bunch of peppermint Altoids around and see how they like that. There's other things that you can put in your engine compartment and stuff like that, but they said usually if, just be driving it every day, it's less of a chance of them making themselves at home. So
You got to get out of the house more often.
I guess I do.
Time to travel.
This winter stuff is costing us money.
Well, the next challenge for us is to head up north to Minneapolis area, and we've got a new toy to install.
Thankfully, we were able to get this issue solved quickly so that we can keep on our appointment next week to take the van up. Of course, we're going to have to leave it up there, so that means shuttling back and forth in the pickup truck.
And potential for more mice. Well, there's potential for mice anywhere you go,
Yeah.
so you just have to be aware of that it can get pricey depending on, how many wires they get. And for those who park in wilderness areas, you probably know this already.
Yeah.
So.
And this is the first time that's ever happened to any of my vehicles.
Me too.
So, I found nests on top of like the engine manifold or the air cleaner or whatever, but I've never seen any real damage, and we haven't seen any
Droppings or anything.
crap droppings or anything inside the van, which is good. So that's the story on this. Luckily, it's a happy ending and didn't cost us thousands and thousands of dollars to
And
repair.
it didn't happen out in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
So we're feeling blessed, but yet it's a little stinging a little bit.
Yeah.
Every repair that you do unexpectedly stings a little bit. Takes you away from doing the fun things that you really want to do. We already had purchased our next toy already, so I guess we'll
It's not
follow
really
through
a
on
toy.
that. Well, it's a luxury item.
Well, it is, but it's essential for us here in the great Nort.
Nort.
Wait, Nort.
All right, as you always say, huh?
Any day in the van is an expensive day.
But it's also a good day
good
when you get
day.
it back.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.
Bye.